Welcome back. Today, we are diving deep into the world of K-Tech, the real engine behind South Korea's incredible digital innovation. We're going to focus on one company that's tackling two of the biggest, most universal headaches in business today. How do you connect all your different digital tools, and how do you keep it all secure? So let's get right into it.
Hello everyone! So, picture this. We're at the K-INNO 2025, and it is just packed with brilliant innovators. But today, I want to introduce you to one of the K-Tech companies that really, truly stands out from the crowd.
And that company is Ideatec. Now, these guys are masters of AI and something called no-code integration. They're on a mission to solve some of the toughest problems in IT. Basically, how to secure, connect, and future-proof your entire organization.
But before we jump into their solutions, let's really get a handle on the problem they're solving. Because honestly, it's a challenge that pretty much every single modern organization is wrestling with right now.
It's this kind of dual challenge. It has two distinct parts, but they're deeply, deeply connected. Really, it all just boils down to two things: connection and protection.
So on one side, you've got this absolute system integration nightmare. Just think of it like a giant digital traffic jam. You've got countless cloud services, old legacy systems, new AI tools, and none of them were built to talk to each other. Trying to connect them the old way, it's slow, it's complex, and it is so expensive. Then on the other side, you've got security. With people working from pretty much anywhere, the good old password has become the single weakest link in the entire security chain. It's a huge problem.
So how does IDX solve that first problem? That messy, tangled web of systems? Well, they do it with a really powerful tool known as a no-code iPaaS.
Okay, so what in the world is an iPaaS? Think of an integration platform as a service like digital Lego blocks for your company's software. It lets you connect all your different apps, from your customer database to the latest AI tools, just by dragging and dropping them into a workflow. Seriously, no complex coding needed. This can turn what used to be months of development work into just a matter of days.
And the results? They are just staggering. First off, companies are seeing an 80% reduction in the cost of just implementing and maintaining this stuff.
But it's not just about the money, right? It's about speed. Development and deployment time gets slashed by a massive 85%.
And this has a huge impact on people. With all that tedious work automated, developer productivity just skyrockets by 60%. It frees them up to focus on what really matters: actual innovation.
Okay, so everything's connected. But what about keeping it all safe? IDX's second solution goes right after the single biggest vulnerability in any organization.
Yeah, we're talking about going completely passwordless. So instead of relying on a password that's probably weak anyway, you log in using something you are, like your fingerprint, or something you have, like your phone. It's way simpler for users, but it's vastly more secure for the company. This is a fundamental piece of a modern, zero-trust security model, where you basically trust no one by default.
And this isn't just some idea. It's a full-blown solution built on global standards. It's FIDO certified. That's the gold standard for secure authentication, and it uses biometrics and super convenient passkeys. So what's the bottom line? You get a massive security upgrade that's actually easier for everybody to use, and you get it without breaking the bank.
So the tech sounds amazing, right? But what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's take a look at who's actually relying on Ideatec.
I mean, this client list really speaks for itself. We're not talking about small companies here. These are global giants. You've got manufacturing titans like Hyundai and Samsung, major banks, massive public sector organizations. This really proves that IDX technology isn't some niche product. It's a core utility that's trusted by leaders across every single industry.
And it's not just the clients who are impressed. The official recognition is just as powerful. We're talking commendations directly from the South Korean government, including the Minister of Science and ICT. This isn't just marketing fluff. This is formal, official validation of their technological impact.
This also shows you just how deep their innovation goes. With over a dozen patents registered in both Korea and the US, Ideatec isn't just using existing technology, they are creating it. That signals a really deep and serious commitment to R&D.
All right, so let's zoom out for a second. What does the story of Ideatec tell us about the bigger picture of K-Tech and really the future of our digital world?
Their mission statement says it all, doesn't it? Remove complexity from organization IT while enabling innovation at speed.
That is the fundamental promise of next-gen tech, making powerful tools simple, fast, and secure so that organizations can finally get back to focusing on what they do best.
And it's so important to remember that innovators like Ideatec aren't just growing in a vacuum. The Ministry of SMEs and Startups supports the growth of South Korea's K-Tech companies, and that creates this amazing ecosystem for success. The common thread here is a focus on solving really complex problems with elegant, simple solutions. And that leaves me with one final thought. As technology keeps removing all this friction from our digital world, what once impossible innovations are about to become our new reality? That's all for this explainer.